What is up, guys? It's your boy James, aka Triple J755, aka DC's Batman the Ride James, and today we're going to be taking our first look at Six Flags Darien Lake. This is a park about 2 hours from Erie that I've been looking forward to seeing already. It looks like it slaps. But today is also a very important day because 4 years ago today, I was at Lake Compounce, which is the first park I went to while I was counting credits. I started that day at 25 and now at 131, so that's interesting. I was actually done with my business in Erie on Wednesday, but tomorrow and the next day I have a big event with Insane Coaster Junkie, Last Rip. And I just thought, well, I'm here anyway. If I were to drive back, I only have 1 day at home before I have to drive back here for that. So I just thought, okay, yeah, I'll just stay here. Might as well go to Darien Lake while I'm at it. So there are many things to look forward to today. First of all, the original Superman Ride of Steel, actually called Ride of Steel, whatever. Are those the same runners I met at Lakemont Park? Have to use the bathroom. I'm going to do Tantrum first because it has a low capacity, so I get out of the way before the line gets too long. So, are you ready? I sure am. Let's go! Hey, hold up, oh wait, this is a Six Flags park. Sorry, force of habit, carry on. Alright, we're granted access to the park. I thought they were just letting us in a bit early, but we can't go past that rope until 11, so.
At Six Flags, you. Every magic sauce.
I think I'm going to take a look at some shops then. But is that what they were trying to make me do? You let me in the park early just so I can give you money.
We've got to have money.
Six Flags! More flags, more fun! Over here at this candy shop, I got a pizza fudge, a cookie, and popcorn flavored jelly beans. It'll be a little snack while I wait for the rope to drop, and then I'm gonna go to Tantrum. There are a couple of nice shops here. I took a look at some of them. I won't buy things now, of course, otherwise I have to. One person fight $40 on a sky coaster.
We've got to have.
Wait, we already made this joke. And this water playground looks like it slaps. I will be going to the water park later, actually. Usually I don't go to the water park, but today I have something very important I need to do. Can you guess what it is? If you watch one of my Six Flags YTPs, you know exactly what I'm going to do today. It's going to be very fun. All right, it's 11, so we were granted access to the park. Oh, this looks like a cool kid track right over here. All right, I just got fraught dot. First ride of the day on Tantrum. It was just me in the train. It was a fun ride. The first thing I noticed about the ride was the Fahrenheit roller coaster. Yes, every single coaster with a straight uphill is the Fahrenheit roller coaster. It has a pretty good drop over here, which I can't see. Actually, I'll go over here to take an off-ride. It has beyond vertical drop, which technically means that your gravitational acceleration vector is behind the north force vector. It was a bit of a short ride, but you know, it was like fun. You twisted around lots of places. I'm going to take an off-ride, and then ride again. All right, I just got off of 2 rides in a row on Tantra. There's no line, so I asked the operator if I could switch my seat and then ride again. They said yes, because there's no line. It's quite a bit smoother in the front. Since there's only one car right now, I thought I would get the time between 2 dispatches. It's 2:21. With that info, I'm going to, looks like an abandoned water ride over here. I didn't know we had Six Flags over George. Darien Lake is getting a giga splash. Oh, by the way, guys, by now you've probably seen the Six Flags announcement video. I don't think there'll be a YTP on it because Salim Basul didn't want to go in front of a green screen or anything. Can we please have Ender Reed Jimson back as CEO? Please. There are a couple things happening. My home park is Six Flags America. I was very intrigued by what's going to happen there. Apparently, Coyote Creek is no more. And in comes Steamtown. The whole area is going to be rethemed, which is good. It kind of didn't really have a theme to it anyway. It could use a bit of upgrade. That's the second land of the time I visited the park I got upgrade. Southwest Territory is now Mardi Gras. That's a bit better. And Mindy Racer will get a new name. Coaster Studios read the announcement and thought Suspended Coaster was going to be a name, but no, it's not going to be a new name. Or is it? It said the Suspended Coaster, formerly called Mind Racer, will get new trains and new theme, new name, new trains as well. Derek never had rode Mindy Racer before. He really wanted to see how bad it was so he could compare it to Ednor at Laurent. But it's getting Vesta trains. Happy for me, but kind of disappointed if I were in Derek's perspective. Let's get away from the copyright music. Okay, that's far enough. So Mind Racer is getting Vesta trains. So I'm willing to go there again next summer. I'm going to make a full video. And we're going to give that a try. It's also getting Zamperla Nebula! Yes! Honestly, that's probably better than the majority of rides there. Yeah, so Mind Racer is getting newer trains, which means Firebird has reclaimed the title of the worst ride at Six Flags America. Ha! Suck on that! So now I got credit 132. I'm going to make Predator 133, which is right next to Superman. No, it's not called Superman. At least for now. Well, not anymore, that is. And then Ride of Steel will be credit number 134. Okay. Hey there, Mr. Skelly. Question for you. Do you have a phone? Like, comment, subscribe to James Sheeran. You can see this video on YouTube. Like, comment, and subscribe.
God damn it!
At Six Flags, you.
Well, at least we can see that wonderful GCI time track right there. Look at it, just chill there. Just vibing. Well, since Predator's closed, I'll make this 133. It's the closest nearby, if it's running, that is. Oh, and the Drunken Sailor is actually on the lake here. That's cool. How many boomerangs have I ridden this? Well, it's a new month starting today, so let's say the past month. Let's see, this summer I've ridden Jolly Rancher Remix, Tidal Wave, Bat, and this one, which I believe is called Boomerang Coast to Coaster.
No.
I don't know. There are just too many of them. Jolly Rancher Remix is the best one. Tidal Wave is probably the worst one. So this will probably be in the middle. But not yet. We're not going to ride it yet anymore. But soon. I'm going to look at Predator again to see if there's any luck on that. What time is it? 11:28. Can you gosh darn open the ride? Hi, Predator is testing. So, while we wait for Predator to open, I have a fun fact to tell you guys. So, everyone knows that Twitter, aka X, has gone through a bunch of changes under ownership of Elon Musk. And one of these changes caused an error to happen in the site. Have you heard of that? Videos can no longer be played on the site. Isn't that annoying? So if you want to see someone post on X, which has a video on it, you have to go to xvideos.com. No, don't go to that site. Or do. I'm not the boss of you. You have to go to xvideos. By the way, Elon Musk is an idiot and a socialist. Alright, it appears something is being fixed on Predator, so I don't think it'll be open for a while. Well, back to Boomerang I go. Are those Vesper strings? Doesn't look like hard plastic. And it doesn't look like an aerodynamic string. So, at least that, it shouldn't be too bad. Oh, wow, look, it says right there, Fakoma. Good. Oh, Predator's operate. Yes. Never mind, maybe I won't buy this next. This will be 135 instead. Alright, this is not called Boomerang Coast to Coaster. It's just Boomerang. Could you have done better than that at all? Really? Well, credit where credit's due. It was a fun one. I like it more than Bats at Canada's Wonderland. So, it's like in the upper middle tier of the boomerangs I've ridden. I don't know how many of these ridden at the top of my head. I have a new hobby of like timing between dispatches to see the theoretical capacity of a coaster. So once this train leaves, I'm gonna take note of it, and then I'll put the theoretical capacity I got on screen right there. It was smooth. I didn't bang my head once. This type of train is definitely the best to have on one of these. Not the aerodynamics trains. They're fine for just the aero loopers. Yeah, I didn't mind too much having to get this credit, but since they're so common, I think one ride will do. Okay, remember when I showed you that there was a train in the brake run of Predator and two guys are fixing it? It's gone. The plot thickens. It appears the guys have moved over here. Is that paint? Well, if they're painting the track, it's probably not going to open today. Great, now I'm gonna have to go back to this park again. Ugh. This roller coaster has a chain lift launch system. We had to put our bags in a locker or one of the cubbies over there, but I don't get it. There's plenty of room for shelves over here.
At Six Flags, you.
Why didn't they add shelves here? I don't get it. All right, I just got off Superman in that seat. The Superman Ride of Steel roller coaster located at Six Flags Darien Lake amusement park. It's actually just Ride of Steel. I don't know if they don't have the licensing deal back for this park, or if they just didn't want to have to spend the money to retheme it. It's kind of not the same without the DC characters. It just doesn't feel like Six Flags anymore. But anyway, yeah, it was a fun ride. It reminded me a lot of one Six Flags. Now I've ridden all three Superman into mega coasters. That's quite cool. I would say this one, in terms of like the layout, is tied with Ride of Steel. I mean, obviously, but the straight track actually makes sense because it's over water. It makes sense. I even like the first bend over here. It's a bit bumpy, the ride, but lots of fun. And of course, the hill after the straight track's my favorite part. In the front, especially, you get ejected out of your seat, so it's good. I had my phone in my pocket during the ride, but just so I don't have to worry about it and I can just focus on the ride, I'm probably going to put it in my backpack and then try again. There must be photos. No peeking. Oh, there's.
Where is that?
It's kind of like a metal claw. The photo, which I like. Oh, there's more GCI time track over here. Let's just watch it. Alright, do not take my phone. I will be very mad at you.
Come on.
Alright, I rode the back of Ride of Steel. The first stop here is a little bit better in the back, as well as the first airtime hill over here, especially when you're going down it. It's a bit bumpy, but if you get past that, it's fine. It's less bumpy than Superman Ride of Steel at Six Flags America. So front for airtime, well, float airtime, and the back for ejector airtime. The person in front of me and to the left took off his seatbelt on the lift hill, and well, yeah, the main restraint is the main restraint. If it fails, you don't have a seatbelt. So, yeah, don't be idiots, guys. Thank you. Alright, I'm getting a bit hungry, so I have a all-day dining pass that you could get from the website, which includes parking and admission. I forgot what the pass is called, but that'll be nice. I'll get all my meals today from here, so I'll look for a place to eat. The two guys working on Predator are back. The plot thickens. So for lunch, I went to this sausage chicken place, and I got some chicken strips and fries, and onion rings included too, and sea salt chips. But included with my all-day dining pass is a bottle and unlimited drinks. Wow, with Canada's Wonderland, drinks was a separate thing, and Hershey Park. That is a steal of a deal. Maybe Six Flags isn't so bad after all. Oh yeah, it's Oktoberfest now, so the staff right here is wearing lederhosen. That's interesting. I want to see if there's any sauce, and then I will eat. Alright, I had lunch. It was fine. While my food digests until 1:15, I'm going to get ready for Hurricane Harbor. I got a Hurricane Harbor add-on. The water park has a nickname. Did you know that, guys? This place is called Six Flags Darien Lake, but the water park has a secret second name. We like to call it Six Flags Erie Lake. If you watch my YTP of Aquaman Power Wave back in March.
Meanwhile, Wahoo Wave is crashing ashore at Six Flags Darien Lake.
You know exactly what I'm going to do here. Basically, I'm going to go to Six Flags Darien Lake.
I'm fraught with problems. I'm incompetent. Joe Biden is so attractive.
And I'm going to ride Wahoo Wave. Yay! Some attractions may not be available today. Alright, I really hope Wahoo Wave is that actually called Wahoo Wave. I might take a look to see if it's operating and then change the swimsuit. It might have a long enough line that by the time I ride, my food will be digested, so that's good. They have Dippin' Dots, so that's good. And they have one of those funnel slides. One of those used to be at King's Dominion, but they removed it in like 2019. Gosh darn King's Dominion, always demolishing all your best rides and replacing them with free spins. I believe Wahoo Wave is open. It's not Wahoo Wave, it's Wahoo Wave at Six Flags Darien Lake.
I'm so guilty of crimes. I'm going to be the worst nightmare for the American people. Whoa.
Oh, and I believe these are like the sample locker sizes. I think my bag can fit in that. Oh, that's actually good. Thank you, Salim Bastul, for once. Three, 6, 2, 9. All right, well, it's not really that good to have a phone out at the water park, so goodbye, everyone.
But how do you get fair and free elections? You have to fight and win. 2 minutes into voting, we had people being told, well, you're going to have to put your little ballot over here into another box. Guys?
Shut up, you stupid bitch!
All right, I spent a little more than I thought I would at Six Flags Darien Lake. Hurricane Harbor, actually. Because I had some fun with it. The first attraction we need to talk about is Wahoo Wave. No single riders are allowed, so I found 2 guys, but it has to be an even number of people to like balance the raft or whatever. And actually, I kind of did as a half joke, but it was actually really fun. That thing over there, I was backwards at the time, so I went high up. Dang, that was some really good slide air time. I love it. I went to a wave pool briefly. Right now it's off. And this tornado side, I've done it twice. It's lots of fun. I like how that dip right there is after a turn, so you don't know if you're going forwards or backwards. There are also some rally racer style slides somewhere over here. There's a water playground. Unfortunately, the slides saturated are closed, but there's like an obstacle bridge over there, which is a lot more difficult than Phil. And there are mechanisms around there that you use to ambush splash people. Splash people? Wait a minute, I don't have any of the stuff that I got in that locker. I should take care of that. There are 6 rally racer slides, and I have a hot take that might make Insane Coaster Junkie a little bit mad. I like that rally racer more than Waldemeer's rally racer. Motherfucker! It was very intense. There was a big drop on all of them. I went on the navy colored side, the red side, representing the randomly placed landmines. Yellow doesn't have a meme, I guess, unless you count that as a color of piss. So yellow for piss, blue, and orange for I don't know. I would have gone on the 2 others to complete the collection, but there were more people wanting to ride than rafts available, so I donated my raft and just decided to move on with it. Or the people appreciate it. There's another slide complex where there are more people in need of raft than rafts.
At Six Flags, you.
Waldemeer doesn't have that problem. Yeah, there are also these 2 trapdoor slides called Brain Drain. And I was wondering if I should go on it, because if you know Bermuda Triangle at Waldemeer, it's kind of like that, but a little bit higher. And like, it just has additional trapdoor. I mean, I never thought I'd go on one of these, but today I was like, maybe, but they're closed. They're closed, so there's kind of a staff shortage going on, so that's okay. It's not Six Flags' fault. They would have opened those signs as they could. So that concludes my time at Six Flags Darien Lake. Oh yeah, Wahoo Wave is a lot of fun. You go down there with the raft up that slope thing, and then there's a very muddy lake that you go into. See that lake over there? You're dumped there, and then the lifeguards don't help you. It's up to you to figure out how to pedal your way to shore. So yeah, that was quite an experience. Now I'm going to ride some more roller coasters. I haven't seen Predator operate, but you can't really see it very well from Hurricane Harbor. So I'm going to check that out. I've noticed Like, this is the dry park, and that's Hurricane Harbor. There's no one here to scan my pass. I was discussing one of my future park plans with Insane Coaster Junkie, and I said I was going to go to Six Flags. I have to go to the water park for a reason. You'll find out later. And I thought, oh, maybe it's including admission, but Jay told me, no, it's not including admission.
Yep, as of this year, it is now.
As of this year, when I decide to go to Six Flags.
At Six Flags, you.
It was basically free. You could just walk in. Like, really? You said I would need 10 bucks to go into Hurricane Harbor, and you didn't even check to make sure I have the ticket, but I have it. Come on, Six Flags Darien Lake. Look at the chain of launches on Predator. It's going quite fast. There's people in the station! There's people in the station! Yes, yes, there's people in the station! People in the station! People in the station! People in the station! That would be a good beat. Well, that's a good sign. I just rode Predator at Six Flags Darien Lake. It was my first Dinn Corp coaster experience. The turnaround to the lift hill was quite rough. It felt like it had square wheels. I was in the back with this guy over here. The drop and the first airtime hill climb, it was quite rough but fun. It reminded me a little bit of Grizzly at Kings Dominion before it got like really bad in my 2021 visit. A tiny bit roughest, but mostly fun. What I think of Steel Titan Track? It's really good. Like, the rest of the ride is actually quite good on its own, but the Titan Track, I imagine those bits were really bad before the Titan Track. This used to be the worst Dinn Corporation wooden coaster, past or present, I've heard. I heard this from like airtime. This is a really bad ride. Although with the Titan Track, I had good expectations for it, but I surprisingly had a lot of fun on this ride. I'm going to re-ride, this time near the front. It has a bit of a line, but I understand it. It was closed earlier, but not anymore. All right, I rode in the fourth row this ride for science. It's not quite as fun in the front, actually. It's a bit bumpier, especially in the regular wooden Dinn track. It's definitely not miserable, the bumpy, not even close. At times it's like a fun bumpy, but overall, I think the back kind of feels more thrilling. So I think I'm gonna ride one more time, and this time I will go in the far back row. Even if there's a bit of a wait, I just want to try it. Hopefully at some point I could ride the other 3 Dinn coasters still existent in America. And I rode one of them in the form of an RMC. That would be Steel Vengeance, that came from Mean Streak. Then there's also just Cyclone and New Texas Giant. And then there are 3 more that are gone for good. Raging Wolf Bob's, Cyclone, and Hercules. I have a shirt of Hercules, though. So I have the shirt credit. Woohoo! One thing I forgot to mention is that behind this shed right here, you can see it from over here, like this curved track where the trains go to sleep at night. It looks like the base of 6 PTC wooden coaster cars but you don't see any. Is that where the second train is? Did they dismantle their second train? That doesn't make any sense. All the coasters here that I've seen so far are doing one train ops, which it's not the busiest of days, so I understand. I still have 6 hours after the day. Wow. Yeah, but none of the coasters that I got the theoretical capacity for have gone above 1,000 yet, which is what I consider standard operations. But still, having a great time here. The heck is this over here? Maybe it's used for the Halloween haunt events. I must say, this is a pretty cool queue line. It kind of goes in zigzags. It's not like a cattle pen, and there are trees on each side. So you're in the shade if you have to wait a little bit. But every single ride here so far has been a station wait. I think they're about the same.
Never mind, it's the same.
I was like 5 years old.
I'm gonna chase after you, eh? You know that. Say excuse me.
All right, just got off of Viper at Six Flags Darien Lake. That was one of my favorite aero loopers. I was impressed by it. It's a very important coaster. It was the first coaster ever built with 5 inversions. That's quite something. My favorite of these inversions is the vertical loop. There's only one. I was in the far back left, and I actually graded out quite hard on the first loop. That was quite something. I love the intensity. The Batwing is it called a Batwing? I believe so. The Batwing is a little bit janky, so just prepare for that. But the rest of the ride is also quite fun. Very smooth turns, I should say. It's smooth for an air looper. There's also a tunnel right after your photo is taken, which is after the 2 corkscrews. I like this ride. I think I'm going to go again. Usually it's the back of air loopers that's the most fun, so like it's the smoothest ride, and we want coasters to be good, right? We don't want them to be bad. So I'm going to ride again, this time in the back, and I'm going to hurry to the queue line so I can get a better off ride. All right, I did Viper again, this time on the right side. A few things that I forgot to mention on my last ride. First of all, even the drop like just after lift, and then you turn right, and then the big drop. Even the drop off the lift is quite forceful. I liked it. This is very good moments. And the trees around the corkscrew. I love how one of the corkscrews goes over the queue line. It looks very nice. But the trees look like they're too close to the track. So hopefully Darien Lake keeps an eye on that. Because if one of those trees falls on the track, the ride's going out of service for a while. Look at the photo. And also from the lift hill, you can see 2 very important rides. Hoot and Holler, which is a credit I'll never get because it's only for kids. Adults can't ride. And Moose on the Loose. They have a ride here called Moose on the Loose, and it looks so funny. I've been looking for it. So let's get some footage of it. Look at this. Look at these moose. Darien Lake Moose Campground camp is crossed out and it's replaced with moose. So apparently I'm too heavy as well as too tall. You must be at least 36 inches and must not exceed 54 tall. Max weight per car must not exceed 150 pounds. Well, I'm almost 190, so... Am I that fat already? Yeah, the line's kind of too long. I want to do the coasters first. Look at it. Look at the moose. One of the few advantages of Mind Eraser at Darien Lake is that it's on a lake, but it's quite mossy. That kind of describes the ride very unpleasant, or as we like to call it, eraser. Mind Eraser at Erie Gardens, Eraser at Six Flags Darien Lake, and Honk at Six Flags Discovery Kingdom. It's from this YTP.
Number 6, the Vekoma coasters. I want to single out a few here: Mind Eraser at Erie Gardens, Eraser at Six Flags Darien Lake, and Honk at Six Flags Discovery Kingdom. The whole time, you have to ride El Toro Orion, so hopefully, if these parks choose to keep the SLCs around, they invest in airtime thrills.
Very funny YTP. The whole time, you have to ride El Toro Orion. You have to ride defensively. I think it'd be like the second worst coaster I've ever ridden. I really hope it's not worse than Flight Deck though, not just because that would be a bad ride, but because I want Flight Deck to be at the bottom. Congratulations, Firebird, you're no longer the coaster I hate the most in all the world. It's Flight Deck. I would throw a party if it closed. You can actually hear the catwalk on top of the brake run shaking while the coaster is going. That's not a good sign. Alright, I just got off of Mind Eraser at Six Flags Darien Lake.
It's a dangling coaster, which means that you're sitting in a chair with your legs dangling. It's a dangling coaster. It's a dangling coaster. It's a dangling coaster. It's a dangling coaster with your legs dangling.
That was awful. That was not a fun ride. Like, that sign over there, you can't even lean forward to avoid the head banging. It tells you have to lean back so the things can punch you away. It wasn't as bad as Flight Deck. It wasn't that great though. The most tolerable moment was like after those two side run like things over here, like over here. There are a couple of good positive G moments, but as well as being slapped in the face all the time, there's also kind of like a vibration and can feel where you're sitting, and it was very uncomfortable. It kind of felt like the coaster was about to fall apart, and that's not in a good way. Look, it even see over here. If you ride it, you're going to get a surgery or illness. You're going to get heart condition. You get an injury in your back. You're going to get pregnant. You're going to get high blood pressure, and it's going to feel like you're under the influence of alcohol. That's what it says over there. That's what it says. I feel like the lake right next to Mind Eraser deserves a very special name. What should it be called? Obviously, this lake I officially now call it Erie Lake because it's next to this ride, and I have an idea for a meme name for Tantrum. Tantrum should be called Erie Lake because when she lost the election in Arizona, she threw a tantrum. Erie Lake Erie Lake because there's always throwing a tantrum. Oh my god, no, I won the election. God, I hate that woman so much. I'm not a fan of Katie Hobbs either. Of course, she's like, whatever, but can you imagine saying Governor Lake? Arizonians. That would just be so horrible. I almost want to write it. I thought of that name. If the line isn't too long, let's take a look. Oh, hell no. Maybe in dinner time, people will leave and then more rides for me. The kids area here is called Rowdy's Ridge. And the mascots are a moose, of course, some bees, and a bullshit. That's what I call it, beer. Oh, bullshit. Do you guys have phones? Like, comment, subscribe to James Shuett. Thank you. Okay, it's actually quite a kiddie ride, but I just had to try moose on loose. I went on that one over there. It was a very funny ride, of course. The bunch of like decorations and like bits of audio that you can hear of various creatures and it's all campfire. They had some fish cooking. Very interesting. At one point, you get very lost in like the woods in like the last third, and that would be a cool place to hang out if the power went out. I was kind of, part of me is kind of hoping that the power would go out and then the moose would stop. Then I'll just be chilling in the forest, my moose. How funny would that be? Oh, a good song always finishes when you discover it. Always happens in the car, or you just get to your destination and the song begins. God damn it! That's the worst.
Guests will be taking flight on the new Six Flags Sky Screamer.
I probably won't ride the cars just because I got a car to get here, but I think it looks very nice by the lake and by motor coaster. It seems like a scenic drive or ride. All right, I just got off a motor coaster. I rode in the second row of the green bikes, green for and it has the number 34. Okay, so what did I think of this parallel motor coaster? Okay, what is it with Darien Lake and naming the rides after the ride model? Ride of steel? Yeah, of course it's a ride of steel. Obviously, I thought it was made of antimatter. What else? Motor coaster, boomerang. Yeah, it's called the boomerang. Come on, Darien Lake, get some new ride names. Like, yeah, obviously it's a boomerang. That model is called the Vekoma Boomerang. Be more original. All right, enough complaining. Oh, oops. I found the seats very interesting. You're in a motorbike, but it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to put your feet flat on the ground. They told you to while the train was going. I kind of wanted to move it back and put the weight on my toes. So that's a bad. And well, not bad, but not the greatest. And the launch itself was fun, but the turn after that was quite rough. Get ready, it's going to be a bit uncomfortable. But other than that, it's a solid first launch coaster. It's quite interesting, but I wish that first turn was a bit wider so the lateral G's weren't as tough on you. But yeah, it was an interesting ride. That's all. I was in car 34. Woo! I got a wave. What? Yeah, you. Woo! This video will be released in about a month. James Shewan, James space Shewan. Yeah! Woo! So we got some new James Shewaners over there.
Become an idiot today.
I love how at this park you can get an animal like a giraffe and you can ride around the park. Hey there, Mr. Giraffe. Do you have a phone? Do you know what YouTube is? Do you have a phone? Like, comment, subscribe. And now with Moto Coaster done, I've gotten all the eligible credits at this park. Woohoo! Yeah! Congrats to me! Here's how I rank them all, right here. And as for what I'm going to do now, I don't really know. I got a bit of Mountain Dew on my hands, so maybe I'll find a bathroom and wash my hands. But after that, I think I might only do occasional vlogs and just go ride roller coasters as I feel like it. From Mindy Racer, I got a good view of the parking lot, and when I arrived, it was practically empty, other than some other folks who decided to come early. But now it was almost full. The key is to come early to parks, not just for Hershey Park, but here as well. Yeah, it seems a bit boring when you just arrive, but trust me, it's very worth it to arrive to the park early. Time later is more important than time earlier. By the time the people at the back of the line waiting to enter the park get into the park, you will have already ridden your favorite rides 2 times. All right, I just got off of Predator in the 4th row. The first 3 were kind of busy, so I went to the 4th. It's better in the front later in the afternoon, so I recommend as soon as it opens at the beginning of the day, and then do the back at the beginning of the day. But if it's later in the day, do the front. But that's all the rides that I need on this coaster. I'm going to re-ride Superman. That's a joke. I know it's called Ride of Steel. Hi. Welcome to the video.
Hi.
Welcome to the video. I was getting off-ride of Viper going, but yeah, I love seeing new folks here. Like, comment, subscribe. Alright, I rode a motor coaster again, just for funsies. I just ate, but I wasn't like bursting full after the camera stopped. So I just ate, but I'm not bursting full, and this isn't too intensive a ride, so I decided to just do it. And the operators say, keep your feet flat on the floor, and yeah, that does actually make the ride a bit more comfortable because the forces are more evenly distributed throughout your foot. It may seem tempting to put them in a different position, but keep them flat on the floor. It makes that first bend a bit better, and it's a bit more comfortable in the back because the train is slowed down a little bit by the time the last car gets there, whereas if you're in the front you go to it full force. So if you do that, it's a bit better of a ride. In the back row of this, I think I'll rank this above Boomerang. Let's learn some colors with Moto Coaster. Yellow for P, green for O, blue, white just because football, red representing the Randy Place landmines, and orange for I don't know. I can't believe that the company that made this coaster is also redoing Top Thrill Dragster. That is quite something. The same company that did Time Warp is doing Top Thrill 2. That just shows how much Zamperla has improved in the last few years as a manufacturer. I'm proud of them. All right, the park closes in about an hour, and I've had a fulfilled day here at Six Flags Darien Lake. And I never got an evening ride on Ride a Steel Clone, so I think I'm going to do that, and then I might left. But first I'm going to take an evening off-ride of Predator. Alright, I just got off a evening/night ride on Ride of Steel. That was very fun. It was worth the wait. What did I do? with this ride, since you can't have your bags in line for some stupid reason, I would leave my wallet in my Velcro pocket, just because someone stole that. That's kind of it for the wallet. And I have to do shit like shut off the credit card and stuff like that, and get new IDs and shit. I take my AirPods in my other Velcro pocket because, again, someone steals them, I kind of have luck. My phone, though, I could consider leaving behind, because if someone takes that, well, they're going to need a passcode to get in. So it would be kind of useless to steal the phone. And my keys I have over here, hooked to a belt loop. Strategies for visiting amusement park with stupid idiots. Woohoo! I decide I have a couple of events to do tomorrow. I'm seeing a friend tomorrow at 11. We're going to go to a restaurant together. Then at 2 o'clock, me and some of my extended family members who live in Erie are going to go to a ropes course. I better get away from the copyright music, as much as I love Dua Lipa. I wouldn't want to make her pissed. And then right after we're done with the ropes course, I'm going to have to see Insane Coaster Junkie at Waldemere Park. I will not make a video for that, just because Insane Coaster Junkie is making a video, and I kind of want to focus on having fun with Insane Coaster Junkie and friends. So, if you only look at my channel, this is kind of the conclusion of my 2023 coaster season. Wild 2023. I'm finally done with here on Monday after almost 2.5 weeks in Erie. It was a great trip, but I'm happy to go back home as well. Technically, I could go to a park on the way home, but I kind of spent enough already on this trip. I could go to Kennywood again, but it's only 2 credits. I'd rather go with a friend to make it doubly interesting, sorry. There's also Del Grosso's, but I kind of want to get home. I'm going to do some shopping now. Alright, I had any of shirts and supplies and stuff, and I guess I didn't need to buy too much because I have this bottle already. I did buy, though, this Pacific Railway steam locomotive. Well, it should look pretty good on my desk or something. Let me look through here very quickly. Oh, look, they have Satisfactory merch. Nothing here I want. Although, tomorrow at the Sheets near Walt, actually, I'm going there Sunday with St. Coaster Junkie friends for last trip. I think, while there, I'm going to get some Smarties. Oh, thank you. So overall, I had a very good time at Six Flags Darien Lake. It's definitely better than Six Flags America, though that is a very little bar. So, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Post your comments below, your thoughts on the video. Do me a favor, be sure to give this video a big old thumbs up. If you'd like to see more, be sure to subscribe. A shout out goes to all those who provide photos for this video. If you want to see one of your photos, one of my videos, check out the description for further instructions. If you'd like to go more in depth with Triple J725, like my Facebook page for interactive discussions and behind the scenes footage. You can also follow me on Twitter. Until next time, James Schooners. Until next time. Alright, that's it. That's the end of the video. See, we're leaving the park. It's nighttime. It's time to go to sleep. That's what you should do. It's time to go home and go to sleep. Beat it. Get lost. Scram. Or you can rewatch the video if you want. I'm alright with that.